And welcome to today's in-depth guide on mastering market analysis and obtaining accurate demographic primary data. We're thrilled to be your guide through this essential aspect of business strategy. Before we dive into the how, let's understand the why behind market analysis. In a dynamic business environment, understanding your market is crucial for making informed decisions and ensuring the success of your products or services. Step 1. Define your objectives. Our journey begins with a critical step, defining our objectives. This sets the foundation for a purpose-driven market analysis. What are we seeking to accomplish? Are we launching a groundbreaking product, expanding our services, or perhaps identifying untapped market opportunities? By clarifying our goals, we not only give direction to our analysis, but also ensure that every piece of data collected aligns with our overarching mission. Step 2. Identify relevant data sources. Once we've established our objectives, it's time to pinpoint the right sources of information. Primary data takes center stage, information collected directly from the source. Surveys, interviews, and observations are our go-to tools for tapping into the first-hand experiences of our target audience. But let's not overlook the wealth of insights available in secondary data. Government reports, industry publications, and existing studies can provide valuable context and complement our primary data collection efforts. Step 3. Designing surveys for accurate data collection. Now, let's delve into the art and science of survey design. Crafting a well-structured survey is the key to unlocking accurate demographic data. We'll explore different question types, ensuring they are clear, unbiased, and capable of eliciting meaningful responses. The length of the survey matters, too. Finding the balance between gathering comprehensive data and respecting your participants' time is crucial. By the end of this step, you'll be equipped with the tools to design surveys that yield valuable insights. Step 4. Conducting effective interviews. For those who appreciate the personal touch, interviews emerge as a powerful tool in our arsenal. Conducting effective interviews is an art. We'll explore the nuances of building rapport with your interviewees, asking the right questions, and creating an environment where candid and meaningful insights can flourish. Whether face-to-face or virtual, mastering the art of the interview ensures a direct line to the thoughts, preferences, and opinions of your target audience. Step 5. Leveraging observational research. Observational research takes us beyond what people say to what they do. Tracking foot traffic, analyzing online interactions, or studying purchasing patterns, observational research provides a window into consumer behavior. This step allows us to uncover valuable nuances about our target audience, revealing insights that may not be captured through surveys or interviews alone. Step 6. Data analysis and interpretation. With our arsenal of data collected, it's time to shift our focus to analysis. We'll explore advanced techniques for organizing and interpreting data, uncovering patterns, and deriving actionable insights. From understanding demographic trends to fine-tuning market segmentation, this step is where the raw data transforms into a strategic roadmap for your business. Join us in demystifying the complexities of data analysis and unlocking the true potential of your market analysis efforts. How does a reliable primary data look like? Primary data collection is the process of gathering data directly from a first-hand source. In other words, it's data that's collected by the organization that expects to use it. Methods include surveys, interviews, observation, and focus groups. For example, the World Bank tracked the impact of COVID-19 in Afghanistan through 14,000 phone surveys. The data collected through these surveys is primary data. Secondary data, on the other hand, is data collected by someone other than the primary user and made available for other researchers to use. What about third-party data? Third-party data is information collected by various sources and aggregated by a third-party provider, hence the name third-party data. These aggregators don't have a direct relationship with the subjects. Now, let's look at some specific examples of collecting primary data. What are the two main categories of primary data? The two main categories of primary data are quantitative and qualitative data. Quantitative data is data that can be measured. Here are some concrete examples of quantitative data. The number of houses in a community with one child or fewer. The years of schooling study participants have. the number of days a respondent is absent from work in a given period. Qualitative data, on the other hand, is data that cannot be quantified or measured. For example, opinions about a specific topic, like government policies. Personal experiences in healthcare or justice systems. Level of satisfaction with a local education initiative. As we conclude this segment of our market analysis journey, remember that these steps are interconnected, each building upon the other. Stay tuned for the next part of our guide, where we'll apply these techniques in a real-world case study. Challenges of collecting primary data. These are the main challenges of collecting primary data. It can be more time-consuming, but there's a lot you can do to make it more efficient. Unlike secondary data, which has already been collected, checked for quality, and organized, primary data collection can be a heavily involved process. You might need specialized knowledge of data collection methods and methods of data quality assurance. However, there are ways to reduce the time needed to collect, clean, and organize data. Thanks to modern tools, APIs, and automation, you can build workflows that significantly reduce the time required for primary data collection. It's often more expensive. The cost of primary data collection depends on many factors. But overall, since it requires designing surveys or interviews, carrying out surveys or interviews, training enumerators, checking data quality, and processing data, it can be expensive. Access might be difficult to obtain. Access to certain populations can be challenging to obtain. Secondary data sets, especially government data, often contain information on populations or parameters that your organization might struggle to access. Your time frame might be too large. If you're studying changes in a population over 2 decades, for example, then it would take you, at minimum, 20 years to collect that data. It can be helpful to find secondary data from longitudinal studies that provide data about populations over extensive periods. Marketing research often relies on primary data for several reasons. Relevance and specificity. Primary data is collected directly from the source, providing specific and relevant information tailored to the research objectives. This ensures that the data obtained directly addresses the unique needs and questions of the research. Accuracy and precision. Primary data tends to be more accurate and precise because it is collected firsthand. Researchers have control over the data collection process, reducing the likelihood of errors or misinterpretations that may occur when relying solely on secondary data. Timeliness. Primary data is generally more up-to-date than secondary data. Markets and consumer behaviors are dynamic, and relying on outdated information can lead to poor decision-making. Primary data allows researchers to capture the current market landscape and trends. Customization. Primary data collection methods, such as surveys and interviews, can be customized to suit the specific needs of the research. This flexibility enables researchers to gather information on particular aspects of interest, ensuring a more tailored and focused analysis. Control over methodology. Researchers have control over the research design, methodology, and data collection instruments when gathering primary data. This control allows for the adaptation of methods to the unique characteristics of the target audience, enhancing the overall quality of the data collected. Confidentiality and privacy. In cases where sensitive information is involved, collecting primary data allows for better control over confidentiality and privacy concerns. Researchers can implement measures to protect the anonymity of respondents, fostering trust and encouraging more candid responses. Specific research objectives. Primary data is essential when the research objectives require information that is not readily available in existing sources. Whether it's exploring new market segments, testing a new product concept, or understanding niche consumer preferences, primary data collection is often the only way to obtain such specific insights. Competitive advantage. Since primary data is unique to the research project, it can provide a competitive advantage. Organizations that invest in collecting their data gain a distinct understanding of their market, customers, and competitors, leading to more informed strategic decisions. While primary data collection can be resource-intensive, the benefits it offers in terms of accuracy, relevance, and customization often outweigh the costs, especially when aiming for a comprehensive and nuanced understanding of the market.